everybody, it's Blondine. I hope you're all well. We're here today to talk about all the releases of the month of July because this month just started and there is a lot of things, a lot of books that I want to read this month that are releases this month, and I can't wait to have them in my shelves and to read them. So let's start now with the first book. Maybe they're not in the right orders, but I'm going to say every time the date on which they are released that I found on Goodreads to help you know when you will be able to find them in some bookshop. We start with this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab that is released on the 5th of July. It's the first book of a new trilogy, if I get it well, and it talks about a city that is divided between two families, and in the city there is a lot of violence and monsters that are really deadly, and we will follow two characters. So Kate, which is a girl that wants to be as ruthless as a father and to want to make pay the population for the protection of a family. On the other side we have August that wants to be human and help people, wants to prove that there is more than the death and the monsters inside every humans. But the peace between the two families, the two big families, is going to be there's going to be some incidents that's going to break this peace, and August and Kate will have to work together to make the peace again between the families. But they are really different, I think, and I think that the link between them is going to be really hard because they don't have the same way of thinking. And what I think is great in this story is that it's the girl that wants to be brave and it's the man that wants to be helping people. So it's change of what we can see in other stories, and I'm really wants to read this first book because I heard a lot of great things about Victoria Schwab, and so I really want to read this book. Then we also have Darkened by Kiersten White that is released the 7th of July, and it's another really dark story. It's about, if I get it well, Lada, that it's a princess, but she's not the kind of princess that we can find in other fairy tale stories because she's more brutal. She learns the life and everything that can be bad in life the most brutal ways. So she's not really kind and really gentle with everybody. So with her brother, they were abandoned by their father to the Ottoman Sultan court when they were children, and they had to learn how to survive in this court where they knew nothing. And now, so they have grown-ups and they are going to meet the Sultan's son, and when they're going to meet him, something is going to change between the brother and sister. They're going to become from family to enemies and rivals, and I think that it's going to be really an interesting story because this princess is really anti-princess. It's not something that you can see everywhere, and yeah, something really dark. And in the Ottoman countries it can be really, yeah, something really refreshing from what we can see elsewhere. And yeah, I'm looking forward to read this book. I have pre-order it on Amazon, so I'm expecting to have it in the next few days, and I really want to read it. Then on the 19th of July there is the second book on the Wicked Saga by Jennifer Armentrout that is going to be released. I'm waiting for this book since a long time ago, since I've read the first one, and I really want to know what's going to happen in the next. I don't remember everything from the first one, so I think I'm going to check on some websites to know if there is some spoiler things to remember everything, because I really want to dive into this book. I really like all the fairy that Jennifer Armentrout has put to life here. All the fairies are really bad, and we follow some humans that are going to hunt them. And yeah, in the first one I really liked all the characters, the two of them, and the attractions between them, the fact that they didn't fall in love with each other really quickly. That's what I like. And at the end of the first book there is some I lost my word. Yeah, some things, some secrets that we learn, and I want to know how the characters are going to deal with it. And so I really hope to have this book. I think that the month of July I'm going to read lots of books, and it's going to be really hard to work because yeah, there is so much book to read. Then we're going to go on something more contemporary. It's Little Black Dresses, Little White Lie by Laura Stampler. It's about Harper Anderson that live in a small city, and she wants to go to a big city, meet some peoples, famous peoples, and go to some parties, a lot of things like that. But she has little experiences on dating. She just had one boyfriend, and it was a stolen boyfriend, so she don't know a lot of things, and she's going to learn it, I think, the hard way when she's going to go to the big city. I think it's going to be a great book for the summer, something light and something to know, to help us know that yeah, we can have big dreams on big cities and parties extra, but sometimes our little life is just what we want. It's quiet, it's sometimes it's just better that dreams about famous people and everything like that. So I think it's going to be a great book. Then the 12th of July we have This Season by Jonah, Dyer and Stephen Dyer. I've heard a lot of great things about that book on Goodreads, and I really like the cover of it, so yeah, I really want to dive into this book too. It's about Megan McKnight, which is a soccer star with Olympic dreams, so she's not a girly girl that we can see, but her mother wants her to be more like a girl and to have great dresses and to go to the season in Dallas, the debuted season, but yeah, it's not what she wants, because Megan is not really girly and she don't want to date somebody and to meet somebody when she's not herself. So I think it's going to be something, yeah, we're going to see her struggle about that, and I think there's going to be some funny things, so yeah, I think it's going to be, yeah, there is some drama as I can see, so yeah, for the summer I think it's a great book too. I think all the books I have just present you are going to be just great for summer, so it's going to be really hard to get some books and get them on holidays, because I can't buy them all and put them all in my luggage to go to holidays, so it's going to be hard to pick some of them. Then we have some romance, and I really love romance, so I think I'm going to love this book. So it's going to be released the 19th of July, and it's Until Harry from LA Kasie. It's a story about Lane, which is going to come back home since she left some years ago, and it's going to be really hard for her because she lost her uncle, and also because of Harry. Harry was best friends and they known each other since childhood. She really liked them. I lost my word. She really like each other, and they have done a lot of things, but when she saw Harry fall in love with another girl, she couldn't see it, she couldn't stay and see Harry become happy with another girl, because yeah, a friendship turned into love, but it was not both sides love. So she left for New York and she didn't come back since the uncle died, and she's going to see him again, and it's going to be really hard for her. So I think it's going, yeah, I really wants to read this book. It's going to be a great love story about friendship and love, and how they're going to friendships can turn into love. Another contemporary book, it's Smash and Grab by Amy Christine Parker, which is going to be released the 19th of July. And the first sentence says that it's a mix between Ocean's 11, sorry, and West Side Story. So yeah, that can be fun, I think. The synopsis says some of the things that I think that are going to be fun. So it's about Lexi, which is a rich girl but really like a good rush. But when her father gets arrested, she just wanted to clear his name and her name. So with brother and some friends, they start to plan to rob some evidence about the thing that her father was arrested for. On the other hand, we have Christians, which is a boy that is on the wrong side of life, because a gang blackmailed him and his friends to rob a bank. But he wants to be clear, and he don't want to be another crime like that. But when his boss tells him that it's the last robbery that he has to do, he just gets, okay, I'm going to do it. So we have two teams, one goal, and what is going to stand between each other, it's each other. So I think, yeah, that goes to some funny things, and see how Lexi and Christian are going to get their goals, but I think there are going to be feelings that are going to come between them, and that can be fun, I think. And then we finish with P.F. I Like You by Kasie West, which is going to be released the 26th of July, and it's a release that I really want to read. So it's about Lily that's one day when she's in chemistry class, she's at her desk and she gets her pen and writes some lyrics of a song she likes. And when she comes back a day later, she sees that someone responds to her lyric. And so from this day, her and this other person is going to exchange some notes, some lyrics with this table in this chemistry class. And one day Lily found out that the other person is a guy, and she starts to have feeling for this guy, but she didn't know who is the guy. And with her best friend, she tries to find the identity of him. And when she discovered it, she found out that this guy is the last person she wants to like. But yeah, now that she had the truth, can she handle it, or can she listen to her heart and go with him and talk to him, now that it's not with a table that they're going to talk, but with one another. So yeah, I think it's a great young adult book about young love and something really refreshing from the something really refreshing for the summer. Something really refreshing for the summer. And yeah, I really look forward to read this book. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a pleasure to discuss with you about all these releases. If you want to buy some of these books, or if you have saw other books that are going to be released on this month of July, you can tell me in comments. Maybe we can discuss about it, but maybe I didn't see some of the releases but I'm going to like them, so it would be a pleasure to discuss about it with you. Have a nice week and see you later.